the night. John Jones.
Tonight, special guest Count Dracula of Transylvanian fame, John Jones's very own wife, and later super detective duo Skeet Benson and Yeet Johnson. And John might get assassinated. I'm Alex Montgomery. Please give a gracious welcome to your host, John Jones!
Hello, and welcome to the John Jones Halloween Special, the variety show that makes you feel cold and alone. I'm your host, John Jones. When I was 11, I encountered something uncanny, something supernatural. I became possessed with urges towards members of the opposite sex. My mood began to swing rapidly. I grew taller and broader, and hair began sprouting from almost every place imaginable on my body. My friends, I was bitten by a werewolf. Well, let's get right into it, folks. We're going right off the spookometer tonight. Have you ever been bitten by a vampire? Have you ever been bitten by a werewolf? Well, I can say that I have not been bitten by a vampire. Ladies and gentlemen, Count Dracula! Count Dracula! Please tell me we got him this time, guys.
Boom!
Whoa, oh, gee. Hello there.
Hello, mortal.
How you doing today, Count?
Never been better.
Never?
Never in my 308 years of existence.
Right now, being on the John Jones Holiday Special is the best thing to happen to you in almost a third of a millennium?
Yes.
Well, how about that, folks? So tell me about this vampire thing, the blood of humans and all that crap.
It's quite simple, John Jones. We vampires can get thirsty when we need blood. Without it, we could die. And it could be any person that we need it from. Even a person sitting opposite me with a really nice hair. But I'm a vegetarian now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's right. I have been practicing vegetarian vampirism for a decade now. It's quite the health kick, bit of a body cleanse. Every night I wake up and I feel more refreshed.
But without the blood of a living being, you won't survive, right?
That's correct.
But you're a vegetarian.
Ah, sorry. I didn't mention that if I am in need of vitamins and sustenance, the consumption of blood will be tolerated, but only with explicit consent from the donatee, of course.
Who would consent to that?
Most anyone who don't see the point.
The point in what?
Anything.
Oh, well, sign me up. You can purchase the Count's audio narration of To Kill a Mockingbird from iTunes and Google Play from April 11th. Thank you, Drac.
And thank you, John. Happy to be here.
Now, on to our next segment.
You have no idea what's coming to you, you incredibly, overly sexy man. I wish I could love you enough to not murder you. I'm coming for you.
It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for your favorite Halloween game. Go to sleep, John!
What?
In this game, John Jones must attempt to fall asleep, but there is a catch. While trying to sleep, he will be bombarded with the most frightening creatures and the most ghoulish fiends we have the budget for.
'Cause. I didn't agree to any of this. Please.
I'm coming for you.
Please.
I'm coming for you. 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 I'm com
Look, I'm not tired at all. What? I don't know how you expect me to sleep with all this noise. You really should have thought this game out a little better. Whoa!
Skull, John!
Whoa! No, don't do that.
I'll do it.
Please don't.
He's gonna do it, John.
No.
You just have to go to sleep.
Just go to sleep, John.
Okay. Just please don't kill her.
Close those pretty little eyes, John.
Okay, I love you, darling, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
That's right. You thought you could stay awake, John? You thought wrong! It's just like when your dad used to try to put you to sleep when you were younger, John.
You leave him out of this!
Just go to sleep, John. Go to sleep, John. Dream. Or your wife dies! Go to sleep, John. Go to sleep, John.
The difference between an experienced drinker and an amateur can be described in a single word: reputation. Take Sean Shitstairs Wilson, for example. Tequila got the best of him and his girlfriend's parents' foyer, and now that nickname is permanent. Moral of the story, ladies and gents, everyone remembers a rookie. So if you're going to earn yourself a reputation, for whiskey's sake, make it for something worthwhile.
John, it's time for you to introduce my weather segment.
Are we moving on now?
Oh, shucks. Time's up, John Jones. You woke up. You failed to stay sleeping and lost the game, you inadequate talk show host.
What's going on? Where's my wife? What the hell is happening?
Oh, hi, honey.
Mrs. Jones? Who is this?
Oh, that's my tennis coach. Don't worry, he wasn't really going to put a bullet in my head.
Yeah, no way. I'm just a tennis coach. I don't have sexual relations with clients. No.
Well, that seems fair. Here's Angelica with the weather.
Thanks, John. The weather's looking very foggy. A slow and mysterious chill can be felt coming from the east.
Ooh, wow, that's fitting.
Thanks, I just made that up.
And that's been weather with someone who's definitely not Angelica Showers. Now, to introduce my personal favourite joke teller, Dane Simpson. Welcome to the show. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Good. Well, let's get you started then, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful. Have a...
I'm Dane Simpson. I live here in Wagga Wagga, but my family come from Walgett. I don't know, the people who don't know Walgett is outback New South Wales. It's near Lightning Ridge. It's 2,300 population. It's 80% Aboriginal, so that's 20% cops. That's how... That's 100% fun, though, isn't it? That's how that works. I love doing that joke because I was just down in Melbourne and I did that joke and there's a lot of people who were like, oh, I thought he was Indian. No, I'm not. So I'm from Walgett. Walgett is it's very cool to me. It's a very spiritual place. The Gamilaroi people is my traditional people. I love my dad's family. I've got a favourite uncle that lives there. He's my favourite uncle because when I was 9, he drove from Walgett to Sydney to buy a new television. And I was like, are the televisions, are they cheaper in Sydney, Unc? And he said, no, the televisions in Sydney got more channels. Right? He's a bit of an idiot. You can tell that he's good at footy from that story, I think. That's what I love about him. Honestly, I used to go and watch him play footy all the time. Late 80s, early 90s, back when there was like a little bit of biff in footy, and it was good. And I remember going to watch him, and there was this all-in brawl that broke out in the footy, and I'm just like, yeah, because my uncle ran from one end of the field to the other to punch a guy? And I'm like, yeah. And the linesman, he went on the field and he just went up to the ref and just went, excuse me, ref, but number 1 for Walgett has run 60 metres and punched that guy. And the ref went, number 1 for Walgett, come here. And my uncle said, you heard him. I had to run 60 metres to punch that dickhead. You come here. Oh, I love him. I grew up here in Wagga Wagga with my mum. I love hanging out with my mum. My mum's a bit of a tight ass though, and just growing up with her, we sort of butt heads on why she's practical, but she's a bit of a tight ass. To give you an example, I was coming home from the Melbourne Comedy Festival this year, and I got a call from the newspaper in Wagga, and they just said, hey, Dane, can we do a story on you? And I was like, absolutely, this is cool, yeah. And I rang my mum straight away. I'm like, Mum, the Wagga newspaper rang me, and they said they want to do a story on me. I think they want to find out what inspires my comedy. And my mum said, that's interesting. I tried to put something in that paper the other day, but it was going to cost me $40. But I suppose I don't have to now. Can you tell them that your comedy's inspired by my garage sale on Saturday? That's the support that I get from my mum. Both my mum and dad are both Aboriginal. My mum's dad, so my granddad on her side, is white, so I'm a bit of a throwback. I'm the lightest in my family. The rest of my family is really dark. So I'm the one that talks to the police, if that makes sense. But my eldest brother, he's really dark, like he's really black. I like to tease him and say that he went to night school and got marked absent. Right? That's how black he is. But the funniest thing about Kenny is that we used to go to Walgett to visit my dad, and we sat in the back seat, and he came up with this game, or he didn't come up with it, it's called I Spy. Everyone plays it. But it was new to us, and he looked at me and he's like, hey, I spy with my little eye something beginning with F. And I'm like, fingers. And he's like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. Feet. And he's like, no, but close. And I was like, floor mats. And he's like, no. I was like, all right, Kenny, I give up. What is it? He said thongs. So we don't play I Spy anymore because Kenny can't fucking spell, right? Well, my favourite story that I love to tell about Kenny is that my dad said that my mum went out and bought him a new pair of shoes when he was a kid, and he was trying to show them off to my dad without saying anything to him. So he's walking along and he's showing them off, really funny. And my dad's like, oh yeah, what do you got there? And he's like, new shoes? My dad's like, oh yeah, where'd you get them? And he's like, the shop? He's like, yeah, which one? He's like, both of them. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dave Simpson.
How good was that? That's why he's my personal favourite comedian. Thank you, Dane Simpson.
It's mail time!
Is it even mail if it's from Twitter? Whatever. Dearest John, I love your luscious hair and the way you say the word aphrodisiac. From user Alicia32. That's fucking weird. To John, I think I'm pregnant. What do I do? Love, Katie. From username, my real name's Brad32. Well, Katie, I would advise you to continue the natural process of life and let a little human cub exit your body. To John Jones, I'm going to assassinate you before the end of this episode. From user Samuel the Intern 32. Aw, thank you.
And that was I love you, John. Mail time.
fucking hate this show. When I was approached about tonight's special, I originally got in over 35 different bands to see which was the spookiest. I rejected all of these 35 bands because they were inadequate. Some of these aforementioned inadequate bands were King Solomon's Halloween Parade Band, Nintendo's Wii Channel Lobby Music, and the London Philharmonic Orchestra. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome special guest, me. Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize, but I don't think we should. 'Cause spooky, scary skeletons shout startling, shrilly screams. They'll sneak in from their sarcophagus and just won't leave you be. Spirits supernatural are shy, what's all the fuss?
What are you doing? We're still alive.
The bones seem so unsafe, it's semi-serious. Spooky, scary skeletons are silly all the same. They'll smile and scrabble slowly by and drive you so insane. Sticks and stones will break your bones. They seldom let you. Whoa! An assassin karate!
Don't think that will stop me from assassinating you.
Assassinating? Wait, are you Samuel the Intern 32?
No, by no means at all.
Okay, so it's a coincidence about this assassination then.
You're a very unlikable man, John Jones.
I like me.
And now, super detective duo Skeet Benson and Yeet Johnson!
No!
Are you okay? Oh, here to save the day. My personal detectives I hired backstage earlier. Now, what have you guys got for me? Have you figured out who's trying to kill me? Have you deciphered the spooky mystery?
You betcha.
Are you ready, kids?
It's
Samuel the Coffee Runner?
I'm an intern!
You're a bitch!
I did everything for you. I got you coffee. I bought you coffee. I used my one free coffee at the end of my loyalty card for you.
So you're a coffee runner?
I'm an intern!
How did you guys decipher the clues?
Oh, it's simple. Using advanced technology.
Known as the internet.
We found the assassinations we sent in by Samuel. Tracking it back to his IP. We've had him pinned down for about 2 hours now.
Why didn't you tell me?
We were skipping stones down at the quarry.
Yeah!
And I would have got away with it too, if it weren't for you meddling detectives and talk show host John Jones.
We foiled your plans. You're gonna run away and oh my lord!
No, Dracula, no!
Dracula, you do not have consent! The only thing that trumps consent is vigilante justice!
What a ride, huh? To calm us down a little, here's a few short messages and then a musical guest.
Brains can have a mind of their own. Is yours making it hard to sleep at night? Find out why at youthbeyondblue.com.
Hi, I'm John Jones. And if you're looking to do something on your Friday nights, tune into the John Jones Holiday Special. I'll see you there.
Don't ruin the chance of a second date by getting heinously sloshed at dinner. So before you try and get your duck on, remember that nobody likes clingy drunken messages at 1 a.m.
Please give a warm welcome to our musical guest, Zach Kennedy.
If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love and what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. We got your reasons, and you got your lies, and you got your manipulations. They cut me down to size. I say you love, but you won't give it up, and you don't. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you'd understand why I feel this way about our love and what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. Zero less traveled shows happiness unraveled, and you can't take a little dirt to keep what you love. It's what you gotta do. I say you love where you stand, give it up when you can. Stretching out your arms for something that's just not there. I say you love what you don't, give it love when you won't. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love and what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. Say you love, but you don't. You give it love when you won't. Say you love where you stand. You give it up when you can. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you'd understand why I feel this way about our love and what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me.
Thank you very much. Beautiful work, man. Beautiful work. Guys, how great was that? Thank you to all of my guests, all of the crew, and even bigger thank you to my lovely audience here tonight. Tune in next week for the John Jones Valentine's Day special, and if she's not busy, my lovely wife will be joining me. Good night, folks.